Hello and welcome to the last session of breathing and exchange of gases. In this session we are going to discuss regarding the multiple choice questions of NEET. Okay, now let's go with the question part of breathing and exchange of gases. Okay, now in the level 1 type of questions, let's look at the first question here. The first one is incidence of emphysema, a respiratory disorder, is high in cigarette smokers. In such cases, what will happen? So here, incidence of emphysema. Look at the disease here. The disease is emphysema, which is a respiratory disorder where the alveolar wall gets damaged. Now, in the cigarette smokers, in such cases, what will happen? The bronchioles are found damaged. Generally, the bronchioles gets damaged in the bronchitis as well as asthmatic conditions. Then the alveolar walls are found damaged. Then the plasma membrane is found damaged. The respiratory muscles are found damaged. So out of these, it mainly affects the alveolar walls where it loses its elasticity, and hence the correct answer is said to be the alveolar walls are found damaged in case of emphysema disease. Okay. Now here we are quoting these numbers. Question number 3 according to your NEET book. Okay, you can refer that particular question. Okay. So with this, we move on to the next one. Okay, now in the next part, here we have one question where we call it as a carbon dioxide dissociates from carbamino hemoglobin when? Look at this. Carbon dioxide here it dissociates from carbamino hemoglobin when PCO2 is higher and PO2 is low. PO2 is high and PCO2 is low. PCO2 and PO2 are equal and none of these. Now here if we compare this with the carbon dioxide dissociation from that of from carbamino hemoglobin. Okay, so what could be the exact answer for this? Carbon dioxide dissociates from carbamino hemoglobin when PCO2 is higher and PO2 is low. That means carbon dioxide when it combines with the hemoglobin, it forms into carbamino hemoglobin. Now it has to get dissociated. So when it gets dissociated, so carbon dioxide, so PCO2 is higher and PO2 low, it does not get dissociated. PO2 is higher and PCO2 is low. That means when partial pressure of oxygen increases, then only there will be dissociation of carbon dioxide from that of the hemoglobin. Okay, so here the correct answer will be the second one, B. Okay. Then let's move on to the next question. Okay, next one is question 12. Which part of a human brain controls the breathing movement? So the part of the brain that controls the breathing movement is a medulla oblongata, cerebellum, diencephalon, cerebrum. It's a direct question. As we know, our respiratory rhythm is mainly controlled by medulla oblongata, and hence this becomes a right answer. So cerebellum, where we call it as a hindbrain, and diencephalon is nothing but thalamus and hypothalamus together, and the cerebrum is a major part of the brain, where the entire brain, if we take its structure, 80% of the brain is made up of cerebrum only, 15% is cerebellum and 5% is the midbrain. Okay. Now here the exact answer is medulla oblongata. Okay. Next is dash enzyme mediates the transport of carbon dioxide in blood. There is an enzyme that mediates the transport of CO2 in blood. Whether it is a peroxidase, oxidase, cytochrome or carbonic anhydrase. We already know that carbon dioxide combines with water to form into H2CO3, where we call it as a carbonic acid. And for the formation of a carbonic acid, we need a enzyme, and that enzyme is called as a carbonic anhydrase. That means in presence of carbonic anhydrase, around 6 million molecules of carbonate are formed per minute. Look at the rate here. Around 6 billion molecules of carbonate, okay, ion, these substances are formed per minute. That's why this is the enzyme which increases the rate of a reaction. That means the combination of carbon dioxide with that of water to form into the carbonic acid is very high in presence of enzyme. In absence of enzyme, it is very less. Okay, so this is most important enzyme. Remember this will be stressed more, because the carbonic anhydrase is the enzyme which is responsible for formation of what carbonic acid from carbon dioxide. Okay, so here the enzyme is carbonic anhydrase. Okay, next one. Which one disease does not affect the lungs? Now here we have 4 diseases. Out of these 4 diseases, which do not affect the lungs? First one is asthma. Asthma is a lung disorder, and it is a chronic disease which affects the lower respiratory system. Upper respiratory system is different. It starts from the nasal cavity and it ends with the bronchi. Lower respiratory system means it is connected to the lungs only. So asthma, it affects the lungs due to allergy, prolonged allergy like dust allergy, pollen allergy, animal feather or dander, due to that. Then bronchitis. Bronchitis is an infection to bronchus. Either it is a primary bronchi, secondary bronchi, tertiary bronchi or bronchioles. Infection to bronchus is called as a bronchitis. Again, it is connected to the lungs. Pneumonia. Pneumonia is a respiratory disorder which is caused by Streptococcus pneumonia or Diplococcus pneumonia. Again, it is a respiratory disorder. Then polio. Polio is a viral disease which is caused by poliomyelitis, and hence here the answer will be polio. So polio affects bones, it does not affect the lungs. Okay. Next is residual volume is. So residual volume, we call it as RV. In short, it is abbreviated as RV. Residual volume is greater than vital capacity, which is also called as VC, greater than tidal volume, lesser than tidal volume, greater than inspiratory volume. Okay. Already we know the residual volume RV. RV, its value is 1100 to 1200 ml is RV. The next one VC. Okay, so vital capacity is VC. What is the value for VC? Now here VC equal to IRV plus ERV plus TV. It forms the vital capacity, and that vital capacity, its value is taken to be 4000 to 4000 600 ml. Okay, it's the value of VC. Okay, 4000 to 4600 ml. Then next one is a tidal volume. So tidal volume PV is equal to 500 ml. Next, inspiratory volume. So inspiratory volume is a IRV. Now here inspiratory volume, it is around 2500 to 3000 ml. to 3000 ml. Okay, now let's look at the question. Residual volume. First we should know the volume of all these things. Then only we can calculate based on this. Okay, now residual volume RV is around 1100 to 1200 ml. Then RV is greater than vital capacity. Look at the vital capacity 4000 to 4600 ml. No, it is less than this. Lesser than tidal volume. No, it is greater than tidal volume. Greater than inspiratory volume. So inspiratory volume is taken to be inspiratory reserve volume. So RV is, so which holds correct for this? Okay, whether it is greater than vital capacity, lesser than vital capacity. Okay, so which holds good for this? Now RV is, here is a TV. So here it is a greater than tidal volume. Okay, it's not lesser than tidal volume, it is a greater than tidal volume. So here when we look at this, RV is always more than tidal volume. Okay. Okay, next we have a similar type of question. Now vital capacity of lungs is TV, tidal volume plus IRV, inspiratory reserve volume plus RV, it is a residual volume. Then vital capacity is a TV plus IRV plus ERV. Then TV plus ERV, then IRV plus ERV. Okay, so vital capacity is given by VC, and as we know, VC is given by TV plus IRV plus ERV. So it is TV plus IRV plus ERV. Inspiratory reserve volume and tidal volume. Okay, so that will be the correct answer for this. So second option holds good for this. And you can calculate the volume also based on this. Sometimes the volume of these will be given separately, and you have to arrange them in ascending order or in descending order. Okay, so that will be the correct form of arrangement of the respiratory volumes. Okay, next one is match the items in column 1 with column 2 and choose the correct options amongst these two columns. Now here mainly it is based on the respiratory volumes. There ml is given and then try to match them. Now first one is a tidal volume. Tidal volume, we know out of these, the second column, tidal volume is 500 ml of air. Stevie. Then inspiratory reserve volume, IRV is around 2500 to 3000 ml. IRV is generally more. The next comes ERV, expiratory reserve volume. ERV is a little bit less. It is around 1000 to 1100 ml. Then residual volume RV, we know it is 1200 ml. And next is vital capacity. Vital capacity is 3400 to 4800 ml of air. Okay, so the correct options, if we look at this, so tidal volume first with C. Okay, so first with C, then second IRV, it holds good with. The next one, spirit reservoir volume is 2500, it is A, so second one is A. So here we come, third one ERV is B. Okay, then fourth one RV is E, and fifth one VC is D. So B option holds good for this question. Okay, next is in alveolar air, the partial pressure of carbon dioxide is. Now suppose if we take the alveoli, this is the alveoli, and in the alveoli we are talking about PO2 and PCO2, partial pressure of oxygen and partial pressure of carbon dioxide. Now partial pressure of oxygen is 104 mm of Hg, and that of carbon dioxide is 40 mm of Hg. Now here in alveolar air, the partial pressure of carbon dioxide is 40 mm, 44 mm, 46 mm, 42 mm. It is clear. It is 40 mm of Hg. Okay. Next one. Arrange the following in order of increasing volume. So here these volumes are given, we have to arrange in increasing order. Okay, now out of these, first one, if we look at this, we have tidal volume. Tidal volume is 500 ml. The next one, residual volume, RV is 1100 to 1200 ml. Then expiratory reserve volume, okay, ERV is around 1000 to 1100 ml. And then VC is little bit more, and that VC is around 4000 to 4600 ml. Okay, now if we arrange them in an increasing order, okay, the least one will be the TV. The first one, it is less than ERV. Okay, one is less than 3. Then next less is RV is 2. Then last one is VC, is 4. So the correct option is C. Okay, now in the next question, we have the diagrammatic representation of alveoli. And in the diagrammatic representation of the alveoli, here it is labeled as, inner part is A, this part is labeled as B, this part is labeled as C, this part is labeled as D. Now we have to identify the correct part and the correct function of it. Okay. Now read the question. The figure given below shows a small part of a human lung where exchange of gases takes place. In which one of the options given below, the one part A, B, C or D is correctly identified along with the function? It has to be correctly identified along with its correct function. Okay, let's go to the options. A, here D is given, so this is the D. Capillary wall, exchange of O2 and CO2 takes place. Okay, so whether it is a capillary wall, no, it is the basement substance. So this is wrong. Next, option B is a B. Okay, let's look at the B. Red blood cells and transport of CO2, mainly it is a the wall of a blood vessel. Okay, so this is also wrong. Then C, this is C. Arterial capillary passes oxygen to tissue. This is RBC, hence it is wrong. Then D, A, this is A. A is alveolar cavity, main site of exchange of respiratory gas. Yes, it is the site of respiration of oxygen and respiration of carbon dioxide. So exchange of gases or diffusion of gases occurs in the alveolar part. So option D is correct. Okay, next one. Amount of oxygen transported in the dissolved state through plasma. Look at this. This is connected to transport of O2. O2 is transported in two forms. One as a oxyhemoglobin by RBCs. Second, same only by plasma. And out of these, as oxyhemoglobin, RBCs will transport 97% of oxygen and the plasma will transport 3% of oxygen. Okay, now just see the question. Amount of O2 transported in the dissolved state through plasma. Through plasma, what is the percentage here? It is a 3. So option D is correct. Okay. Okay, next one. Next is regarding approximately 70% of carbon dioxide absorbed by the blood will be transported to lungs. In which form? In the form of dissolved gas molecules by binding to RBCs as a carbaminohemoglobin as a bicarbonate ions. As we know, carbon dioxide is transported in 3 forms. First one is the carbonic acid. So in the carbonic acid, first one is the carbonic acid. So how much percent? 7%. Second one is as a carbaminohemoglobin. It is a 23 to 25%. Then third one is as a bicarbonates. So what is the percentage here? 70%. So what is the question? 70% of CO2 is transported in which form? So it is as bicarbonate ions. Okay. So remember these, they are also most important. Okay. The next one. Approximately how much percentage of oxygen is carried in the blood is bound to hemoglobin? Look at this. How much percentage of oxygen is carried in the blood is bound to hemoglobin? Hemoglobin is HB. HB is nothing but RBC. RBCs carries what percent of hemoglobin? 97% of 97% of RBCs will carry oxygen. Okay, so that's why the correct answer is 97%. Now here, relate here. Here we have 98.5, which is near. This is your NCERT value, and in the exams, most probably the NCERT values will be given, or its near answer will be correct. So this is the correct answer. D is correct answer. Okay, so 97% of oxygen is transported by oxygen in the form of oxyhemoglobin. Okay, next one. The amount of air that a healthy person can inspire or expire per minute. So look at this. It is a calculative part here. The amount of air that a healthy person can inspire or expire. So what is the rate of inspiration and expiration per minute? It is a It is nothing but it is a tidal volume. Tidal volume is amount of air that can be taken in and given out of the lungs per minute. Now the question comes. Here they have given in the calculative form. How many times does a human breathe per minute? So per minute it is around 12 to 16 times. The rate of breathing is 12 to 16 times per minute. Now let us consider the maximum of 12. Then what is the tidal volume? The volume is 500 ml. So we know PV is equal to 500 ml. Then calculate it. 500 into 16. Okay, so 500 into 16. 16 times 500 is the PV. This is per minute rate of breathing. So what will be the answer? Okay, calculate and see. Okay, it will be 8000 ml. So this is the answer. Okay, let's move on to the level 2 type of questions. Okay, now here mark the correct pair of muscles involved in the normal breathing in humans. So during normal breathing, which muscles are involved in the normal breathing, that is tidal volume? External and internal intercostal muscles, diaphragm and abdominal muscles, diaphragm and external intercostal muscles, diaphragm and internal intercostal muscles. Almost regarding the diaphragm normally it will be dome shaped. During inspiration and expiration, so it has to move. The muscles of the diaphragm will move, definitely. This is one thing. Along with that, we have ribs. In between ribs, we have intercostal muscles. Outer part is external intercostal muscles. Inner part is internal intercostal muscles. During inspiratory reserve volume and expiratory reserve volume, almost both the muscles will be working. Both the muscles will be functioning. But during normal breathing, only the external intercostal muscles will be functioning. As a result, one, the muscles of diaphragm, second one, the external intercostal muscles will be functioning during normal breathing. So out of these, which option holds true? So here it will be diaphragm along with external intercostal muscles. Next, in breathing movements, air volume can be estimated by the instrument which is used to measure the rate of breathing. What it is called as respirometer. What is the name? Respirometer. Other name is spirometer. It is a direct question. Okay. Then stethoscope. Already we know stethoscope is used to measure the heartbeat. Then hygrometer is used to estimate the moisture content in the atmosphere. Sphygmomanometer, it is an instrument which is used to measure the blood pressure. And the spirometer, rate of breathing, which is also called as a respirometer. Okay, so this is the answer. Which structure of man is similar to spiracle of cockroaches? Almost if we look at the cockroaches, on the sides we have openings here. On the sides we have opening here. On the lateral side we have opening. These openings are called as a spiracle, through which the air enters. And then here we have a set of tubes. These tubes are called as tracheal tubes. So respiration occurs through the trachea in case of cockroaches, which is an insect. And the external opening, we call this part as a spiracles. This is a spiracle. Spiracle is an external opening in case of insects or cockroaches. Similarly, which is the external opening in case of our respiratory system? It is the nostrils. So look at the answer here. Nostrils, bronchiole, lungs, alveoli. So directly it is nostrils. Next one, hamburger shape is also known as hamburger, name of a person. What he showed is, on the surface of RBCs, when carbon dioxide combines with water, it forms into H2CO3 bicarbonate during transport of carbon dioxide. Now this bicarbonate is unstable, it readily dissociates into H plus and HCO3 minus ions. The membrane of RBC is permeable to negatively charged ions while it is impermeable to positively charged ions. As a result, these bicarbonate ions will move out of the RBCs and interchloride ions will move into the RBCs, which we call it as a chloride shift or a Hamburger's phenomenon. Now this H plus will combine with the hemoglobin to form into HHB. HHB is hemoglobinic acid. Okay, HB it acts like a buffering agent. And what is this shift? What is chloride shift? This was observed by a person called as Hamburger, and hence the phenomenon is said to be Hamburger's phenomenon. Now it is connected to with which ions? Cl minus ions, chloride ions. So that's why it is also called as a chloride shift. Okay, next is the oxygen dissociation curve. As already we know, during the transport of oxygen, this is the percentage of saturation, this is partial pressure of oxygen. Here we get a curve. This S-shaped curve is called as a sigmoid curve. This is oxygen dissociation curve. It appears to be sigmoid in shape. That's why the curve is said to be sigmoid curve. So what type of curve do we get here? In a O2 dissociation curve, yes, it is the sigmoid curve. Okay, next one. Here the diagram represents the human larynx. Choose the correct combinations of labeling from the options given below. Now here we have the diagrammatic representation of a larynx. Now here, what is the labeling? Upper part, this is labeled as A. This is labeled as B. Here it is labeled as C. And here it is labeled as D. Okay, so here we have the labelings. Now, here what has to be identified? Labeling along with the correct representation has to be identified. So first one, look at this. Now in the trachea, in the respiratory tube, in the larynx region, we have an opening which is called as glottis, which is covered by an covering or a lid called as epiglottis. So this is a lid which is called as an epiglottis. So A1 is epiglottis. So search for this. A is epiglottis here. Okay, then B, thyroid is a thyroid gland. On this side we have a thyroid gland here. Then C, trachea. C it is a tube, it is a tracheal tube. And D, tracheal cartilage. Now here we have the cartilage here. Okay, so tracheal cartilage are there. Tracheal cartilage, they are around 15 to 20 C-shaped, half ring cartilage. Okay, and mainly it is a hyaline cartilage. Okay, so this is regarding the option, and D is the correct answer. Okay, next one. Hiccup can be best described as. What are hiccups? In Kannada we call it as a bikkalike. Okay, they are called as hiccups. During hiccups, what you take? You take in air, and that air where we take in, it is little bit jerky. Okay, so suddenly we take in air in hiccups. So that's why it is a jerky inspiration. Okay, during hiccups, what you do? You take in air. You won't give out air from the lungs. So here, forceful sudden expiration. No, it is inspiration part. Jerky incomplete inspiration. Then vibration of the soft palate during breathing. No. Then sign of indigestion. No. It is a jerky incomplete inspiration, where we call it as a hiccups. Then the next one. Next is the two organisms which breathe only through their moist skin. That means if they respire through the moist skin, such type of respiration is said to be cutaneous respiration. Respiration through the skin is said to be cutaneous respiration. Respiration through the lungs is called as pulmonary respiration. Now here frog and earthworm. Do they respire through the skin? Yes. Look at this. Through their moist skin. Frog and earthworm, they respire through the skin. Correct. Then fish and frog. Fish, gills, frog, skin. Fish and earthworm. Fish, gills, earthworm, skin. Leech and earthworm. Leech, skin, earthworm, skin. Then which is the correct answer for this? Look at this. The two organisms which breathe only through their moist skin. So here we have a term called as only. Now look at the frog. Frog is called as an amphibia. It can respire through the skin in aquatic medium. It respires through the lungs in the terrestrial medium. As a result, when only one comes, frog does not come here. Leech and earthworm, these are the two organisms that can only breathe through their moist skin. So D option is correct. Okay, the next one. Matured erythrocytes. Matured erythrocytes cannot utilize glucose because they lack. Erythrocytes are nothing but RBCs. RBCs, they cannot utilize glucose during the process of respiration because the last cell organelle that utilize oxygen directly is mitochondria. Remember the cellular respiration. Okay, respiration in plants already you have studied. In electron transport system, the terminal acceptor of electron is oxygen in the mitochondrial membrane. That's why, so this mature erythrocytes cannot utilize glucose because glucose is broken down in various steps by the process of glycolysis, then intermediate steps where we have different cycle called as Krebs cycle, through which the energy rich compounds are released, and those energy rich compounds enter into the electron transport system to produce the energy in the form of ATP, and that ATP is stored in mitochondria, and hence mitochondria is said to be powerhouse of the cells. Hence glucose finally it has to be utilized by the mitochondria, and the correct answer for this is mitochondria. Okay, in the last part, let's look at the level 3 type of questions. The last part. Blood analysis of patient reveals an unusual high quality of carboxyhemoglobin content. Which of the following conclusion is most likely to be correct? The patient has been inhaling polluted air containing usually high content of. That means in the blood report, what we have got? High carbon dioxide level. That means carboxyhemoglobin is more. Then which of the following suits correct for the answer? Now here, carbon disulfide, it does not combine with the blood. Chloroform, it can be removed out. Carbon dioxide gets readily dissociated in the lungs. Then carbon monoxide, it is highly poisonous. Carbon monoxide is highly poisonous because its affinity towards the blood or RBC or hemoglobin is more. It does not readily dissociate. That's why carbon monoxide is 100 times more dangerous than carbon dioxide, because carbon dioxide gets readily dissociated from the blood while carbon monoxide does not get readily dissociated from the blood. Hence the correct answer is CO. Okay, next one. membranes separating air in pulmonary alveoli from blood capillary is alveolar epithelium, cardiac epithelium, endothelial of a blood capillary. Now here we have the alveolus. So alveolus is there. Here we have the blood vessel. Okay. Now which membrane separate the pulmonary alveoli? Now alveolar epithelium is the epithelium of alveoli. Cardiac does not come here, it is related to the heart. Endothelial of blood vessel, here we come across the endothelial membrane. Yes, it is correct. Then both A and C. So A and C. So this is the correct answer for this. So these will separate the pulmonary alveoli from the blood capillaries. Okay, next one. Anthrosis is caused by. Anthrosis is a disease which is caused to those persons who are working in coal industries, coal minings. The persons working in coal mining industries, they get this coal dust and they get the disease which is called as a anthrosis. So it is a direct question. Answer will be the coal dust. The next one is regarding the dead space air in man is. Now here we have the trachea in the human respiratory system. It gets branched into bronchus. This bronchus gets branched into primary bronchi, secondary bronchi, tertiary bronchi, as well as the bronchioles. And here we have the alveoli. Last part we have the alveoli. Okay. Now from the tracheal region to the terminal part of bronchioles, here what is left? Here air is always present, and this air neither it goes out or neither it enters into the alveoli, because this is the air passage tube, and in these bronchioles always there will be air, and this air is said to be what? Dead space. So this is what is a dead space. And what is its volume? Its volume is 150 ml. Its volume is 150 ml. So that's why the dead space volume is 150 ml of air will always remain. Whether you take in air or whether you give out air, this passage never becomes empty. Remember, it never becomes empty. Some quantity or some ml of air will be always there, and that is what is a dead space. It is around 150 ml. Okay, next one. Two friends are eating on a dining table. Okay, so they are having their meal on the dining table. One of them suddenly starts coughing. Coughing is due to choking while swallowing some food. This coughing would have been due to improper. So while eating the food, if you are talking, sometimes you get that choking effect. You cough and the food particle will come into the nasal cavity. Okay, so why it happens? It is due to the improper movement of what? Neck, no, tongue, no, epiglottis, yes, diaphragm, no. So this is the epiglottis. Because while talking, this epiglottis, if the glottis is not covered by this epiglottis properly, the food bolus from the oral cavity should enter into the esophagus. So when it will be moving, if it does not close it properly, the food particles may enter into the glottis. It leads to choking, where we call it as coughing. Okay, in the last question, which is of assertion and reason type of question. All terrestrial vertebrates are air breathers. Reason, they have developed lungs for air breathing and adaptation of land life. Okay, now look at the question here. Assertion and reason type of question. What is the assertion states and what are the reason states. Assertion: all terrestrial vertebrates are air breathers. Now here we have terrestrial vertebrates are air breathing. That is true. How do they breathe the air? Through the lungs. The next reason, they have developed lungs for air breathing and adaptation of a land life. This is terrestrial. Say terrestrial life. That is true. Then, so which is the correct answer here? Both A and R are true. R explains A. Both A and R are true. R does not explain A. A is true. R is false. Both A and R are false. No. Both are true here. All terrestrial vertebrates are air breathers, where we call it as lungs. And reason is they have developed lungs. They have developed lungs for air breathing and adaptation of a terrestrial habitat. Okay, so this is regarding the question part of the chapter, and here we will end up the